Okay, I have now cut the holes in this headliner, and I am now going to be putting it inside the Bronco. Okay, I am now here inside the car, and we're going to be putting up our new headliner, which is right here. I got it sitting on the back of these seats here. We're going to put this up into place, and once I get up into place, I'll show you where it's at. It's going to wedge in behind some of these panels here that are still here, and then we'll get ready to put in the old panels and start bolting everything up. Okay, so I have wedged it in here. It's not completely in, obviously, but we're gonna take care of that right now. So I got these screws in, so as you can kind of see, it's across the front here. I got to get the rest of the trim in and put these spaces in for the sun visors. Now, one key thing to keep in mind is, yes, I did put these bolts in mainly to keep it going temporarily, but next what we've got to do is loosen this up so we can slide this piece in and then bolt it down, and then you can bolt it here, here, and here, and that'll retain it. And you'll do the same thing on the other side. And there you go. It took about a couple of seconds, and I'll pop that in. I'm holding it right now. I'm going to tighten that up and then put the screw in there. Okay, and looks like we've pretty much got it. Got to do some cleanup and put in the sun visors and the light. But I'm going to test the light before I put it in. So I put in the new sun visor. I got to clean up some of that dirt off the ceiling, but it seemed to go in pretty smoothly. I am slightly concerned about the hooks though, which I have right here. Those should go in fairly easy, but we'll see what happens. Today's episode, we are going to be adjusting some trim. I got my new headliner in today, and when I pulled out the old visor clip, as you see, it's kind of almost white, and that's pretty much the color of the interior. You can drastically see the difference. So I picked up some paint, and I'm going to paint these up and reinstall them before I put in, or to get ready to install them once I put in the headliner. To do that, to get these prepared, first thing I'm going to do is sand it down, as with everything, and then hit it with a coat of almost like a tan paint. So here's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this camouflage, non-reflective, ultra flat finish, and it's in the color of the tan. And then I've got a glossy that I'll hit over it. The reason I chose this one is because I actually have some other metal parts that I want to use, and these are so small and out of the way, I think it's going to be okay. And the small metal parts also be out of the way, but I want to make sure we get good adhesion. And so this offered me the best as opposed to the vinyl, which normally I would use on dashes and things like that. And when you do the vinyl, just understand you got to use a paint prep for vinyl ahead of time. So you can get all that stuff from O'Reilly's or AutoZone and stuff like that. So here we go. I'm going to treat this the same way I treat all the other paints. A light spray first. Okay, so we'll leave that, and then I'll come back in about 10 minutes and hit it with a heavy coat. It's time for the permanent coat, or the main coat, for these little adapter things for the sun visors. I've already done my initial spritz spray, but now it's time to hit it with the paint. We'll see how that dries, and then we'll hit it with the final coat of this tan color on these visor, sun visor grommets or connectors. All right, we'll let that dry for 30 minutes and then we'll hit the clear coat.